Hello and welcome to a new short video about Datacake, Node-RED, and WebSockets today. So yesterday I was asked if there is a possibility to integrate WebSocket streams into Datacake, and I said yes, it would be fairly easy to do that using Node-RED to convert WebSockets to HTTP requests using our webhook integration. And today I'm going to show you this. So first of all, I've created a workspace called Mqtt. This is because right now we are using, I needed some kind of WebSocket stream, so we are using the CoinCap.io API. They have a few WebSocket streams publicly available. We are going to access one of their prices, so cryptocurrency prices, WebSocket API endpoints, convert them to HTTP, and create a Datacake dashboard. For this, we're using CakeRed, which is our cloud-hosted Node-RED, and I've created a new flow here. And first of all, we are going to access the WebSockets. So luckily, Node-RED has included some WebSocket nodes, and we can add custom WebSocket endpoints here. So they do have some kind of WebSocket streams available for the various cryptocurrencies. We are interested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Back to our Node-RED, we enter this URL here. We want the payloads. We say, okay, this is how it goes. Let's put a debug node in here so that we can also see if the data is already flowing. We deploy this, and yes, this looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. Okay, so now we're going to forward that to Datacake. So back into the Datacake workspace, the Mqtt workspace. I thought that would be a great name for that. We create a new API device, a new product, and we call that Bitcoin or Coin Monitor product. And also to that product, we are adding our first device. We don't want a custom serial number. We call that Coiny Monitor 01. We press on next. Yes, I'm taking the free plan. We add this device. This will be added, as you can see here, to our list of devices. When you click on that, first thing that we need to do is go into the configuration, and then we scroll down a little bit until we reach the HTTP payload decoder section. And in here, you find this webhook URL, which is individual for that product. So we are now going to copy this back into the Node-RED. And now we are simply doing an HTTP request in between here. Let's clean this up a little bit so that it looks great. We paste in the URL, which we just copied, a post request. Of course, we want to keep everything super secure, so we are enabling TLS. We press on ready, and we deploy once more. And yeah, Datacake answers with a thanks. That means that we forwarded data to this API on the product. And in here, reload once more. We can see here there's, if you scroll down to the HTTP payload decoder section, there is this show logs. And in the logs, we can already see, okay, Bitcoin price and Ethereum price, just like requested through this webhook, this WebSocket streaming API, is being forwarded to Datacake. So now, the next step will be that we create a short dashboard for that and store these Bitcoin and Ethereum prices actually in the database. Close this logging window. First of all, we are going to create fields in the database for this. Yes, float fields. This one is Bitcoin. And the next one is Ethereum. Yeah, 2 fields created. Now we need to map the data. This is pretty straightforward. We're using the HTTP payload decoder in here. And because everything is sent in JSON, we first of all need to grab the JSON from the request.body. And we transfer this automatically to JSON, so we parse this. This is now using, as you can see here, we have access to the full request object coming from the Node-RED, and we are transferring the body, which encapsulates which contains the coin data, so the prices. Transfer this to JSON. We can uncomment this one here as well. And now we're going to route the data to the device. So first of all, we need to copy the serial number because routing is taking place on the product. And then we simply can forward this to the field Bitcoin. And the value is now payload.bitcoin. We press on save, and this should already work. And the data is already passing through the decoder and forwarding this into Datacake, as you can see. Now let's go ahead and continue this parsing here and also create a forwarding for Ethereum. And payload.ethereum. Press save once more. And we can see, Ethereum is also flowing into Datacake, into the database, and both are now receiving and storing data. So we can now go ahead and create our first dashboard for that. So back into the dashboard editor, activate edit mode. First of all, let's create a value widget. We select the Bitcoin here. The unit is dollar because it's in dollars. Decimal place is 2. Appearance, we could also change this here, but we leave it like it is. Make this a little bit larger and also duplicate this because we want this also for Ethereum. Select Ethereum in here. And there you go, 2 value widgets for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are also going to duplicate this because I am super interested in the change over the time. So this is the duplicated widget. We go into time frame, select time range operation. I want the change in percentage from 1 hour ago up until now. And of course, the unit, is percentage. And this means that right now it has changed minus 0.08 percent. We duplicate this and we are going to have this for Ethereum as well. Of course, because we are just starting with filling up data to the database, these trends here do take some time until they are completely showing real statistical values. Also, we are going to create small chart widgets in here. We are adding 2 fields. First of all, for Bitcoin and the second one for Ethereum. Let's pick some super cool, nice, awesome colors in here, which I personally like. And we are bringing this one on separate axis because of that looks better. We place the one on the right and both scale to auto. So that means that the available space you see here is scaled or zoomed in the actual value range. Time frame, also a custom one because I am just interested in 1 hour ago up until now. The resolution is like every 1 minute. Press on save. And move this down a little, moving down this a little bit here. Make it larger. It's pretty interesting to watch it. The numbers are constantly moving up and down. And this is how we've been using the Mqtt API and access a WebSocket stream, forward this to HTTP without doing any processing on Node-RED. It's just forward to Datacake, created a dashboard, and in the configuration, we simply added a small payload decoder. We could even add more fields for more cryptocurrencies here and these 2 fields in here. One last thing that I would like to show you is we run our own public MQTT infrastructure. And this is shown here. This is the public MQTT infrastructure. So we are using running a broker and you can subscribe to that. And we're now going to do that to receive MQTT data also into your favorite MQTT client. To showcase this, we will be using the Mqtt Explorer, and first of all, we need to create a new connection. We call this Datacake MQTT. We want encryption, of course. The host is mqtt datacake.co 8883, and also we do need a publish. A topic which we can subscribe to. This will be set here under advanced. We add this, going back, and username and password is required. In Datacake, you are using or creating this in the member section. You press on API users, add a new API user. We call that Mqtt token. We simply do not need to select any workspace permissions here, but we want to apply permissions for all devices. Only reading rights, so that means that this is read-only. We press on save. This creates a new token. I can copy this one here back into the MQTT broker, put this into the field for username and password. It's both the token, press on save, connect to it, and yeah, we can see, okay, this is already bringing us data, and this is the exact same data that is running on the dashboard. You can also see the trends are filling up right now. And yeah, every time there is new data coming from the webhook, from the WebSockets, we make a forward using CakeRed or Node-RED to HTTP. And then we are bringing this into Datacake using the payload decoder. And then this is also on the Mqtt Explorer, which you could use to forward that to any kind of, whatever you want to do with it. So this is it. This is cryptocurrencies on Datacake, our IoT platform with a non-physical example of a non-physical device. It's just virtual, but it's super awesome to use any kind of data stream on Datacake. And the original intention for this video was to find a demo how you can use WebSocket streams on Datacake in a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.